Hi, everybody. Welcome again to the Hello Neighbor Show, live on Politics Matters Jamaica. And of course, we are also live right here on YouTube. This is your host, Hello Neighbor. And my producer is right beside me, Caroline. Good evening to you, Caroline. Hello. Hello, Caroline. All right. I think Caroline is probably her microphone. Her microphone is muted. Um, we're going to have her unmute her microphone in a while. But how are you doing, everybody? It's great to have you right here on the show. Before I get into the review, I want to say condolences to the folks over there in Manchester. They have lost Mr. Dini Peart. Now, Dini Peart was the member of parliament for that constituency where Michael Phillips is. Dini Peart was a former councillor and mayor of Mandeville, former MP for Northwest Manchester. He was a former minister of local government, former minister of works, former minister of environment and land, and former parliamentary secretary in the Ministry of Labor, Social Security, and Sports. So Dini Peart, he passed on today. We want to say condolences to the former member of parliament for Northwest Manchester. Rest in power. We also heard today that U.S. Senator, come to Canada, good evening, Lindsey Graham passed on. Very, very unfortunate, very sad news for the Republican. But he has also lost. He passed on. Condolences to all of the people who are, feeling sad and are mourning the loss of life of all of their loved ones. Are you there now, Caroline? Good evening. Hello.
Hi. Good evening, neighbor.
Hi, Caroline. How are you? Your microphone is mute is unmuted now. Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, neighbor, under the circumstances.
Yes.
But hanging in there.
Uh-huh. Well, Caroline, we are on a new channel on YouTube. Politics Matters Jamaica. We are on this.
It's Politics Matter JA.
Politics Matter JA. That's right. Politics Matter JA. And we're inviting our listeners to subscribe to that channel and to support it, right?
Yes, neighbor. We're also asking our listeners to unsubscribe to the previous channel as well because it was stolen from us.
Oh my goodness. What a sad thing. I hear that there are persons on TikTok making fun of it.
Well, neighbor, something you always say that people don't stone green mango trees.
No,
so
they don't.
With that said, we'll just move beyond those undesirables.
Uh-huh.
Neighbor, one thing I know for sure, and this is something that I strongly believe in, is that the things that people say and do is a reflection of how they're feeling about themselves.
Yes.
If you're not feeling good about yourselves, you're not going to be able to say anything good, neither are you able to do anything good.
Yes.
Okay? And whilst I can understand how the opposition people feel, neighbor, because losing is not a good thing, neighbor.
Yes.
Right? And they know too, neighbor, that they will not be seeing power anytime soon, neighbor.
Oh.
So they're just trying to remain relevant and trying to attach themselves to people that will, make them appear as if they're significant, but they're not. So we have work to do, neighbor. We have our platforms to build back, and that's what we're here to focus on, as well as, providing factual information to our listeners.
Yes.
And maintaining the relationships that we have built with them.
Yes. Now, Caroline, the World Cup has gotten to the semifinals. Are you surprised that the four teams that are now in the semifinals, France, Spain, Argentina, and England, where do we go from here?
Well, neighbor, to be honest with you, you know where my support lies.
Yes, I do.
I was hoping for a different result last night.
Oh.
But it is what it is. The players have worked hard. They have prepared themselves for this. Brazil has been out, so of course, the World Cup vibe has somewhat died for many of us,
yes,
including myself. Right? So at this point, all I can say is, may the better team win.
I see Ron Whittle saying that there is no sound. Listeners, are you hearing us? I hope they are. Okay, I think they.
For those of us that are not hearing, could you please log out and rejoin, please, and turn up your volume, because I'm hearing neighbor quite well. Neighbor, listeners, while I'm here speaking to neighbor, could you please tap the screen, share the live, repost the live, send the heart me's, and keep the comment section active as well. If you do not have anything to say, you could type where you're listening from, so we can know exactly, have some idea who we're speaking with.
Right.
Yes, neighbor, go as you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying that the four best teams, I think, have made it to the semifinals. Argentina, France, Spain, and England. And it's going to be a hell of a semifinal coming up this week, Caroline. And on Sunday, what a match coming up on Sunday. Who do you expect to go to the finals?
Maybe Argentina and France.
Oh, you think so?
Well,
that would be a rematch. That would be a rematch of the finals 4 years ago. No, I think that England will be beaten by Argentina, and I think Spain will beat France.
Oh.
It's going to be an Argentina-England final.
Well, I hope you're wrong.
It's going to be an Argentina-England final. Yeah.
Well, let's see, neighbor. But you did say that the four best teams are in the semifinals. I don't agree. I just think the four winners are there, but I don't know about the best teams.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. Great to have you. How is the team? Who do I have with me this evening? Do I have which of the guys? Which of my analysts are going to be coming?
I'm not sure, neighbor, but I'm sure you'll have Lady B.
Lady P?
Honey B, Honey B, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Honey B, oh yes, okay.
She's so amazing.
Yes, going to be OTB to place my bet. I'm calling it. Okay. Miss Justice, if you win, let me know. Okay. Later on then, Caroline.
Of course, neighbor. Have a great show. And listeners, please continue to tap, share, repost, send the heart me's, and please keep the comment section active. And we also encourage you to send your gifts to the platform as well. Thank you so much. Have a great show again, neighbor.
Fantastic. Before we go to the review, there is a video circulating online, purportedly from the Nurses Association of Jamaica's president in a conversation that she had with the Prime Minister. In the conversation, she made remarks that I found to be quite embarrassing. And I don't see how, after those remarks, she should remain as the president of the Nurses Association of Jamaica. You know, I wonder if politics sometimes gets involved in union representations too much. Because unions do have political biases, you know. But I sometimes wonder if the people who are head of unions understand their roles to make representation. Yes. And I think that this lady let down her nurses. I don't think she did well at all in that clip that I see. The health sector, you see, is a 30-year problem. And I made a comment on this program some time ago that the problems of Jamaica should not be blamed on this government, you know. The problems of the society should not be blamed on this government. As a matter of fact, I think that the government they have allowed the PNP to get away with a lot. They have allowed the PNP to get away with a lot. And it doesn't matter how I try to avoid saying this. I end up saying it again. That when you look at Jamaica's place in the world after 65 years of independence, we haven't done well, you know. Today I was looking at some cities in Singapore. We have done well. We have had very poor leadership. And when you listen to the Nurses Association of Jamaica president, you see that's part of the problem, you know, with a woman like that. That is part of the problem we are having in Jamaica, you know. It's a problem of leadership. Because that's not leadership that she was offering there, you know. That's not leadership. The nurses need a leader. And I will tell the nurses with the greatest of respect that if their causes are going to be advanced, they have to get rid of this lady. This lady not ready. She's not ready. She's self-aggrandizing. She's into herself. She look light. She let down the nurses. But the problems of Jamaica did not start in 2016, you know. And a lot of you out there that are public commentators and public analysts, you are hypocrites. And some of you are downright liars. I hear a little man talking about he wants to come up on my platform to have a debate. Debate me. What is it you have to say? Sirs, a lot of you are seeking relevance. I had a life before I came here, and I'll have a life long after. I'm not seeking popularity here. When I go around Jamaica and I hear people say, neighbor, neighbor, I don't feel any way. As a matter of fact, it don't make me feel I'm not looking popularity. I don't want to be popular. And I don't want to be famous. And let me correct something before I go. Let me correct something. This idea that Labour Party bills you to give me is a lie. And chops. It's a lie. I just want to correct that. Total garbage. And I don't know why you all feel as if to say calling up my name gives you some relevance. Well, keep calling it. You all look some listeners or so. Go ahead. Do you think? I am here. I'm not here to have a debate. I'm not here to have a debate. I started this program out of concern for misinformation and disinformation. I was very concerned when the local government elections were held. I was going about my own business, minding my own business. My name is up on the YouTube channel. You can go and punch it in because me not hide. See me up. I can't hide in Jamaica. Long before I came on TikTok or Facebook, I have made news in Jamaica. Gleaner, Observer, TVJ, CVN, we go on all of them. I have written articles, published in the newspapers. I'm not looking popularity. And as a Jamaican, I was concerned that the country of my birth, and I'm not like that lady from the Nurses Association of Jamaica that said the nurses will stay here, no have no ambition. I have had opportunities to travel. And I could have been in another country too. I chose to stay here in Jamaica. I have not pursued those opportunities. And it doesn't even matter to me. I have a visa. But I think that Jamaica is the best country, one of the best countries in the world. I don't rather live anywhere else. And if we get it right, then every Jamaican can lift their heads high and hold up them head high. And I think that we have the leadership, finally, to put things right. And it's not because we don't have any ambition. It's not because we don't have no ambition. Because enough people at Jamaica living better lives than a lot of people. A lot of people who have left this country want to come back and can't come back. Because it's shame. I mean, I'm not trying to disparage or disrespect anybody. Right now, I can go outside when I get to my yard and pick two ackee off of my neighbor tree. My neighbor ackee tree hang over on my yard. And I can go pick two ackee. Run down a shop, go tell me some Miss Spence, Miss Spence, trust me, 1 pound of flour now, ma'am, till next week. We pay you. And we have dinner. Me now left Jamaica. This is the land of my birth. This is the land of my birth. And most Jamaicans it don't have nothing to do with ambition. They live here to better their lives. And a lot of them would have been in Jamaica had it not been for the PNP. A PNP run out the people they want in the country. But debate. It is because of the poor policies of the government of the 1990s why many Jamaicans left. It's not because they want to leave. Left them country, going a cold country. You think because they want to leave? And a lot of those nurses want to come back home. Some of those teachers that are teaching in the United States, they want to come back home too. But if conditions were better, they would not have left. They would not have left. Right now, if I take sick, I can turn up at the Spanish Town Hospital and get the best care. 2 years ago, I was not feeling well, had some abdominal issues. They had to rush me to the Spanish Town Hospital. First time in my life, I was going to be admitted to a hospital. When I got to the hospital, they told me that my appendix was inflamed. Right at Spanish Town, my appendix was inflamed. And I was scheduled to do an emergency surgery. And when I went on the ward, I was shocked. Because I tell you the truth, I was a little scared. Because I never knew the type of service that I would receive from the hospital. And let me tell you something, you see. The experience was amazing. When they pushed me into the ward on a wheelchair and I went to the decks and they welcomed me to the ward and showed me my bed. First time in my life. And let me tell you something. I could not believe that this was Jamaica. The type of service that was given to me at the Spanish Town Hospital. And I say to all of those people down at the Spanish Town Hospital, big up on yourself. You may have saved my life. And when I was leaving the hospital, no one asked me for a cent. 3 days in the hospital. All the medication. I mean, I had to do a test off-site because they never had the machine. All the medication, drips, not even $1. I don't know if I was in the United States if I could do that. I don't know. You can't get hungry at Jamaica. Jamaicans are some of the nicest people. You can't go down a road, you know, have no taxi fare. Say, boss man, you can't get a trust fare till weekend. Come in a car, man. You can flag down cars in Jamaica and boom a ride. You want a trust, you want a barrows in a Jamaica, you can't get it, you know. You can't go down a Coronation Market with $1,000. A $100 a pound for sweet potato in a Jamaica. $100 a pound. Tomato $80. Scallion at $100 a pound. You can get pound of sweet potato if you buy a Florida for $100. What you talk about? The bad policies of the PNP government caused mass migration. It is a fact. Undisputed fact. And it needs to be said. The brain drain that Jamaica is suffering. We are suffering because of the administration led by PJ Patterson. And we go there before we can go back. You can't come up here and debate that. The Jamaicans who are in a foreign now, I run away from them country. And because they have ambition so much why they left, I run them off run to avoid the poverty. To better them life, because they couldn't find no work. They couldn't find no work in Jamaica. This desire for visa, not there anymore, you know. You think people are overwhelmingly pressing for visa? No. Why? You think Singaporeans want to leave Singapore? You think Singaporeans want to leave Singapore to go to the United States? When a country creates opportunities for its citizens stay in its country. Okay? This is one of the nicest country to live. One of the nicest place. And let me tell you something. We have some of the nicest girls. We have some of the nicest girls in Jamaica. Nicest girls in the world. You want a nice woman? You want a nice woman? Shape good, nice. Come on, Jamaica. When you walk across Jamaica and you see people are building them house, go on the roads. Everybody are drive car. They on them nice phone. What are you talking about? And those Jamaicans.
Everyone to repost the live, please. Tap the screen and send a heartbeat, please.
Those Jamaicans abroad, they're coming back home. They are coming back at them yard because they are sending their money back here to build them house, to take care of them picnic, to expand them house, to start them business. They might come back at them yard. They are abroad because the government of the 90s drove them out of the country. Drove them out of their country. And that is the real story. They were not unpatriotic. They were looking at better life for themselves and for their loved ones. People in Grand Cayman, Barbados, small island, many risked their lives, got on boats to cross the border, running away from their country. One, because staying in Jamaica meant you could die. Don't let me talk. The risk of you being unalived in here during that period was very high, you know. Because we were knocking off 16 and 1700 a year. The risk of you losing your life in this country in the 1990s was very high. Those who never leave, probably because they couldn't leave. If the borders were open, maybe Jamaica would have empty. Because the state had failed. What are you talking about? Unemployment, way over 15%. Teenage pregnancy, under education, underdevelopment, bad roads, bad clinics, bad hospitals. I went to a police station one day. I turned up at the police station. I know I called. And the police tell me, say, you know, no gas. They don't know gas. They don't know gas in the police car. There are several, and you know it's true, about debate. I don't want to know chat. I don't want to know argument with nobody. I don't want to have no debate. Because I'm not lending credibility to anyone. Go and debate you. You want me to tell you? Go debate your mother. Why go debate your mother? Oh my goodness gracious me. It's a Sunday. Let's have a little bit of fun. Oh goodness gracious me. You know, sometimes I don't like to get started. Oh gosh.
Asking everyone to post
Oh gosh.
please tap the screen, send the heart and keep the comment section very active, please.
Go debate your mother. or should I say, debate your mother or your mommy. Go and debate with your mother or your mommy, not me. Because listen, seriously though, the government led by Andrew Holness. I know Andrew Holness caused bad road in Jamaica. Andrew Holness caused bad road. You see all of you public sector workers, you know, I used to have a girl, you see, when I was a young man. And she used to work with government. Let's call her Sonia. Sonia. Hello, Sonia, if you're listening to me. Big up yourself. Sonia used to work with the government. And I can tell you something. She never been a get nothing. As a teacher, I used to see Sonia, her uniform with the clothes where she used to wear to school, wash out. Teacher, you know, her clothes wash out and she couldn't replace them. I saw Sonia have to put cardboard in her shoes bottom to go to work under the People's National Party. You know why? Wage frozen. Wage frozen. Now, if you got an opportunity to go abroad during those times, wouldn't you take it? And I asked her to send me her salary then and her salary now. She's a teacher. The most she got was $88,000 as a degree teacher. PNP uno go. Like the Prime Minister said, go and don't chat to me. Don't chat to me.
Oh gosh.
Go. When you don't chat to me. Teachers had to be walking with cardboard in their shoes under the People's National Party. Go and don't chat to me. You can't come here so with no debate. You can't go tell. You can't turn up in a parliament and we can't lose no debate with no comrades. The comrades don't have nothing to talk about. And you can all go and talk about PNP and singing for supper. I don't business with that. I don't business with that. You know if you go, tell them if you go. That's the Prime Minister. I'm trying to find the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister, you know, this is not what I'm talking about. I'm just here almost ad-libbing. But it kind of needs to be said. Kind of need to be said. How you spell go? How you spell go? Here is the Prime Minister.
Forgive me for taking this platform to make this point, but I don't believe there is a better platform than this one. A platform of progress being made, buildings going up, roads being constructed, our travel advisory being upgraded, and we are being rated as the most peaceful country. Those who come to with lies and nonsense, tell them to go away. In me, you have a...
Tell them to go away. The Prime Minister.
Oh gosh.
Tell him, say, go ahead. Yeah, tell him again. Tell him again, Andrew.
Those who come to with lies and nonsense, tell them to go away. In me, you have a leader who has vision. Listen to me now. A whole heap of leader. Go on them bed and dream. Dream and then come and tell you all kind of lovely things. They are very articulate. You can listen to them. They say, wow, man is so Englified. But ask them, show me what you have built. Show me what you have accomplished. Show me what you have done.
Yeah, show me. What have you done? Nurses used to go to hospital. How much hours a night? And if you had to take bus. Let's get back to Sonia. You know what Sonia's salary today is? Same teacher. She don't get no more qualification. Almost $300,000. A teacher that was getting less than $90,000 under the PNP is now getting nearly $300,000. Where? And that same teacher can go to NHT, pay a mortgage, and go to NCB or Scotiabank and go take out one car. That teacher don't need to migrate. And not because she don't have no ambition why she stay at Jamaica. It is because the government have so managed the affairs of the country that she has options. So she stay her yard. She stay her yard. Policemen, as I told you, I call the policeman. The police, they don't have no gas. You know how many police stations in Jamaica never had a car, never had a van, couldn't respond? Not to mention how poorly paid they were. And the government coming in 2016 inherit a country that was in a bad state, reform the public sector, restructure the wages, and teachers are carry home almost $300,000. Teachers were in a primary school almost $300,000. And nurses. I wonder if there's any nurse listening to me that could come up here and share with me your story. I'd love that. Is there a nurse in the chat that could tell me what your salary was under the PNP? Just give me a comparative salary under the PNP. Okay? Just type it in the chat. If you don't want to come up, type it. What was your salary under the PNP and what is your salary now? By the way, any public sector worker listening to me, I want to know what your salary was 10 years ago and what it is today.
I'm Nabel.
Uh-huh.
Please let us invite Damsel on the platform, please.
Oh, well, no night, not activate. Okay. Anyway, I was telling you that when I saw the results of the local elections, I decided that, you know what, I'm going to get into the game. And when I got into the game, then called me all type of name, my comrade, my this, my that. Yeah, I'm here still. You know why? 53,000 per month as a teacher in 20 years. You see that? $53,000 the sick lady was getting. Okay? We're not there yet. But we're much better, man. It's not a magic wand you wave and fix the country. No. It's not a magic wand. I remember, because I raised two boys. It was very hard. All on Sunday evening, me have to go buy chicken back and pound of rice for me dinner. Nobody in Jamaica today, if they buy chicken back and they want to buy it, life better down here. You know it's true, my dear. People fish back and fish all type of foolishness. Could have barely. I remember one time I feel that boy I'll go run taxi. No, nothing wrong with that, but I feel robot at night time find 2 shillings. understand what I'm saying to you? You have your side hustle. You know side hustle antenna. Nighttime you have to mask up yourself. Put on one hat and go run robot. Taxi. You try if you send the people and go to school. Come on. Come on. Jamaica better. And Jamaicans don't need to run away from them country today. They are not forced out. That's the point. Jamaicans are not forced out. Jamaicans now have a choice. If you are a teacher, you can survive in Jamaica. And remember now, the Adam Smith principle. We're not talking about greed. If you're a public sector worker, even garbage collectors now have pension. Garbage collectors, policemen, soldiers, teachers, public sector workers, they don't have to leave the country. Government. The government have made it possible that they can live and improve their lives. Yeah. Gas prices going up. Gas prices are going up in every country in the world. Food prices going up in every country in the world. Cost of living going up in every country in the world. Someone told me that if you are in the UK, you can't buy a food. Right here in Jamaica, you can get one stew beef, rice and peas with $800. One fried chicken, you can get that for maybe $750. Big box of food. Curried mutton, $1,200. Tell me how much for it in the UK. You can survive. Right? And the people who left Jamaica they were forced out of their country. They were forced out of their country. Not because they wanted to. And right now, some of them are in those countries and their lives are not better. But they took a chance. But I say to them, you can come back home. You can come back home. Because never before have there been such opportunities in your country, your land of work. And it's going to get better. Good evening to you, damsel. Hello.
Good evening, neighbor.
How are you?
Well, I'm fine, you know.
I think it's the first I'm talking to you on the program. Is it?
Yes, neighbor. Caroline never stopped to reach up there.
Oh my goodness. Damsel, I was listening to the president of the Nurses Association of Jamaica saying that the nurses who stay in Jamaica don't have no ambition. Is that so?
So, nurse, if we, neighbor, if we don't have any ambition, who is going to help those persons in our own country when they're sick? Who is going to, somebody have to stay, everybody can go.
Yeah.
It's not everybody wants to live in a foreign country.
Yes.
If she even said that, I didn't hear her say it, but if she even said that, she knows that, why is she here?
Well, maybe she don't have any ambition.
Why is she not gone? Why is she not gone?
I don't know, but I think it's a disrespect to suggest that
Of course it is.
it don't have nothing about ambition or true damsel. People leave.
It has nothing to do with ambition. It has to do with how, if you love your profession, neighbor, it's not money why make you perform.
That's right.
It's the love of the profession and the fact that you sworn out to help persons restore health and maintain health.
Yes.
And to also prevent prevent disease and all those other things. So you can't say that everybody that is here is non-ambitious. I don't want to work in the US. I can't manage a cold.
There you go.
I don't want to work in England.
Uh-huh.
I am not used to a lifestyle like theirs. I don't like people spitting in buses and all of them things. I don't like certain things, so I wouldn't go. I can visit, but
Yes.
I don't want to live there. What about my parents? What about my family? What about my friends? What about my neighbor? Don't I care? I do care. So that's why I stay. And what I can get away with here, me sure can get away with it over there.
Wouldn't you not agree, also, damsel, that a lot of the people who left Jamaica during the 90s were forced to do so. It was a choice between survival and
I wanted to leave at that time. Yes, I wanted to leave in those times because guess what? Even when you work, you didn't see what you're working for. You couldn't manage. Your money couldn't stretch. Neighbor, when I look around me, there are so many concretes going up. I can't believe that people can build houses so quickly
Yes.
and so fast. My mother used to have a throw partner, wait and draw, and put up 200 blocks, then she throw one next partner again, then she wait for the draw, then she put up 2 more blocks, not to mention when we did have to go to school. She'd have to go to credit union, wait on credit union loan each year for send us back to school.
Yes.
Never wasn't easy. Why people pretending like they forget? Quarter bread, big Gila aisle. Are we forgetting those things? Chicken back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
Courage stew, roast.
And you know, damsel, when you buy the chicken back, you have to fry it and store the oil.
Right? You have to use the fat fry oil and make oil.
Make oil, yes. You have to leave the oil, ma'am, so that you couldn't buy a bottle of oil. Yeah.
When we have no meat, a season, she cut up the seasoning and fry it. And lock it down in a pot. And she said, when the neighbor hear the frying, then we think meat in there because the seasoning have good smell.
So true, ma'am.
But we must stop being hypocritical.
So true, ma'am.
We're
Yeah.
too wicked to one another out here.
Yes.
Too wicked. How can I say I don't have any ambition because I'm comfortable now? Neighbor, my salary was $162,000 per month. Yeah?
When was that?
And you can check any website. That is in 2023. 2023 gone. The history is there. And 2026 now I'm carrying home bus is $6,000 less $500,000.
What the hell you saying to me?
I'm not neighbor, you can go check the website. Go and check it. Level 3 nurse, go and check it.
What the big guns is this?
Lie in this. There is no lie to be told. Everything is open up
My
for people
God.
to see. There is no lie to be told. 200% raise we get like the government. Same when the 200 and get is the same 200. Every healthcare worker, every ministry worker get. They must stop tell like neighbor.
No. Say that again for me. Hold on. Say that again. Say it again.
200% raise. Never. If me says 162. Yes. No, I'm saying little less than 400,000 or 500,000 now. Is how much percent raise that?
My God.
We must stop it. The same 200%
God of Daniel.
It's the same 200% workers get on the government. We must stop it. Retroactive, them couldn't even believe. I don't know if you never remember one doctor come out and I say how some people get so much money in a retroactive. Remember no people. Remember and keep it live in our head. When people come and disturb on the thoughts, remember, block out negativity and remember the truth. We can't mar the truth because of likes and because we want to be favored. Jesus Christ was favored, but he still a talk about today. And I saw we have a talk about Andrew. And 2,000 years to come, I saw we have a talk about Andrew because he's not going to be forgotten. So when then
You are saying to me, ma'am, that a level 3 nurse in Jamaica takes home a little less than 500,000 every month.
It might not be a starting. Neighbor, it might not be.
No, I know. I'm not talking about starting. I'm talking about you said level 3.
Right, it might be have a starting point,
Right. Depends on where on the scale you are.
Yeah, but you're still getting over 400. Neighbor, we got at least 200% raise. Me not shame for talk. When we did on a PNP, Alaska, Grace Kennedy, anyone Dennis used to pay away salary.
What you say to me?
When we get retroactive, you wait 2 years.
You used to be paid by
After 2
private
years
companies in
after
Jamaica,
the
ma'am?
see the money.
What is it?
Yes, 2 years after, you did have to wait before you see a retroactive
Oh, I'm
4%
not hearing her.
increase and 5% increase when we used to get on freeze for 4 years. Do not forget that. That do not forget. Some of we too selfish. We only want money for ourselves. We don't business with nobody because me can go join a line and get $10,000. I don't business with the man beside me. But neighbor, everybody is alright. The neighbor, the nurse, them not even want the session. They don't even want the overtime. They're comfortable with their salary.
Oh my God!
Check it out. We must stop it.
I definitely will do
We
that,
must
ma'am.
stop it.
Listeners, you're hearing this? You're hearing what is happening here?
We love my country and we love the truth. And the truth will set me free. Me no need to tell no lie. When the PNP them come with a lie, no God read. Stop depending on people to read for you. Because them read what they want you to hear and not the truth. Go and read. It is online, neighbor. Every else, down to the janitor. Get retroactive. Of over nobody in the government ever gets so much retroactive under PNP like under labor, right? And anybody who wants to for them conscience says lie. Then can say a lie.
Uh-huh.
The amount of money, some people not even, they don't wonder if it's right. They don't want to touch the money because they don't know if the amount when they get it is correct.
Yes. I hear a teacher say that when she got her check, she was sitting outside. And she said when she see it, she nearly dropped down because she couldn't believe. She have to go back in and say, no, man, this is a mistake. This have to be a mistake. It was in the millions.
Healthcare worker don't want to be hard to answer, you know. I tell you that. Because even them say it. They don't want, people in the government don't really want to be hard on this government. Why you think they don't have this whole heap of demonstration? And you know, say some of them ministry are what they call it, groups, civil groups. These groups, you understand? We belong to well, that is infiltrated.
Yes.
Politics, yeah? So you know them, they will come out to shine and show their political affiliation. Not everybody want to do that. Not everybody want to do. They bet me not gonna raise this year. Me not a problem because a 4 year, we used to get 4%. 4% and freeze for 4 years. I'm have to wait in the middle of the 4 years before me see retroactive. Sometimes we wonder where we are waiting for. Because what is this? We don't know where we get paid for. And the whole I go back out in tax. Because remember every year we used to get taxes.
Yes, because the portion of the income tax has also moved.
What was the income tax threshold? So it never even make no sense.
Yes, $600 and something thousand is now what? 2 million?
So that didn't make sense?
No, sir.
Well, we do not make sense. You see the Bible tell us in the neighbor that in the last days, coming up to the coming of Jesus Christ again, people are going to be so unthankful. Right? I'm going to be wrong. Wrong is going to be right. Yeah? So lovers of self. You see, all the body and the breast, them and that is the lovers of self. Lovers of money. $500,000, $102 million. And forgive them the whole of it. Some of them would mind. Then him call them one away and give them more in their hand without nobody knowing. Lovers of money rather than lovers of God. We not have godliness in a way. We have to stop it. The man try hard. This human being like ourselves, we must stop angling himself because God will put out him right away. Because when he set up a king and you spit in a God's face, remember, you can't spit in the sky, but what you do? Where you spit in the sky, where do?
It fall on your face.
You can't tell God say, who will put up to you. You don't want him. And when you give me the for him know what he's doing. Perilous time coming, he knows what he's doing.
Yes.
He knows what he's doing. Make we not set ourselves right and see. You talk about money, when you soon want money and can't see it, or have money and can't spend it, kind of value.
What a fascinating time this is on the program. Look, this is what we hear in the air. Yeah, and more people are going to come out and talk, ma'am. More people going to come, and I am inviting more public sector workers to come here and share with us
Listen,
their salaries under PNP.
Because we're too passionate,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't like when we speak because we speak with a certain passion, which
Well,
is the truth. If we don't love the truth, neighbor, they're going to hate you for it.
Yes.
They're going to hate you for it because they don't like the truth. Why the opposition don't write on the truth and show us how we can improve us going forward? Let us say that what Andrew is doing is the bare minimum, but I can do greater. Show me now. Show me. You only tell we say, him not do. Well, you are going to do. Why you hide your secret? Why is it hidden? We not look for buried treasure. And we don't want to dig and find. And you fi tell we because you want to vote.
Uh-huh.
Apart from that, you not get it because you don't have no other, you don't have the solution. All you want to come do, why is it that saving money for the country now is that important to PNP? And before they never used to do it. Why spending the money now is that important to PNP and they never save $1 for be able to spend $1 now? Why? Something not right. Something not right.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Something can't right. We're not fool. You can fool one time. My grandmother said once bitten, twice shy, and if we walk in the trap, we are set for we. We can't even ball to God because first thing we tell him say we don't want when big way. So we have to touch with bitterly.
Yes, ma'am. And you are saying that there is marked improvement in public sector workers generally.
Generally, neighbor, we already know that inflation is high.
Yes, everywhere in the world, ma'am. Everywhere in the world.
Let me tell you something, neighbor. You see, if you were to go to a foreign country to work, yeah, we talk about the exchange rate. When we look at it, you might hear that if, say for instance, example, a nurse might go away and she might work $50 hour. $50. Well, they work 12 hours in abroad. So they work 3 days this week.
Uh-huh.
And they work 4 days the next week.
Yes.
And it's like that. 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. You get paid fortnightly. The only thing I would suggest, if I see the Prime Minister, is to let us go back to a fortnightly salary.
Oh,
you know why?
Yes, I've been saying that too.
To stretch out your monthly salary. You said the month is finished. Too much burden is on that salary.
Yes, ma'am. I've been making that call. Yeah, I've been making that call. Yeah, I have been making that call.
So when you get a 2 weekly salary,
yes,
now, it is better for you because at least you have a gap in between of 4 weeks.
Yes.
Abroad, they pay people 2 weekly. Now, if you check out probably, well, if I go now, other nurses will be getting it more. But when you just go as a new nurse in the country, you're not getting per se what the other nurses are getting now because you're new. So your salary not going to match up to theirs until your contract renew again because, you know, when you come, it's people recruit you. You go on recruitment. So they might take over them to get and they might get that. And let's say you're getting $50 over.
Yes.
And when you multiply that by 12, 512 is 60. Right? That is $600 a day. And 3 6 are 18, right? What's up?
3 6 is 18.
And 6 4 is, yes, and 6 4 is 24. So when you add the two of them, how much you get? 4,200. That's what you would get a fortnight. Neighbor, guess when you go? America big. You travel distance sometime to go to your work. So when you go as a nurse, because I tried the program, but I didn't get to go through with all of it. You have to buy a vehicle. Vehicle insurance is paid monthly in the US, in case people don't know that. If I'm wrong, somebody can tell me unless it change. You have to You have to pay vehicle insurance. You have to insure yourself because it's not like Jamaica where the government employ you, and if anything is happening within your work hours at the workplace, government would cover you because you're not insured. In the US, you have to pay your insurance.
Yes.
Because if anything happens, you are going to be liable. So you have to pay out anything. You have to pay insurance. You have to pay your gas bill. You have to pay your light bill. You have to pay your energy, your electricity bill. You have to pay your water bill. And all those things are automatic because remember, gas comes through pipeline. Because people behave like we don't know anything about the US, But we do. Because people travel and more people are traveling now than ever.
Yes.
Yes? So you're understanding the US and how it works. Neighbor, some people have sacrificed themselves for living in the US.
Oh my.
Because they do pay minimum wage work, of course. They do pay minimum wage. But here what happens? You can have 3 and 4 jobs in the US. In Jamaica, you have 1 job. And your 1 job can suffice you. Just imagine. If we could have 3 or 4 jobs in Jamaica, we're rotten rich.
Yeah.
We're rotten rich. Because if you get $16,000 a week job in Jamaica, you're all right. You're all right. A 1 job we have. And someone will sit down with 1. We're not hustle. We're not trying to look at next work on the side. We want government to pay with more so that we can name and steal and fish. And when we go to work, neighbor, some of them not even at work. You talk about it. Customer service bad.
Yes.
Waiting time bad. Or even when you got a bank, you better take a day from work because you not get you.
Yes.
And the whole day that.
So true, ma'am.
Neighbor, it's not that America is not hard enough. It's that they have more opportunities to get more employment more than 1 time.
Oh.
Jamaica only have 1 because we work 9 to 5. 5 days a week. And if we work on weekend, we might get a day off in the week. What do we do for ourselves to improve ourselves?
Yes.
My mother threw a partner, and it was on the PJ. She threw a partner in order to survive because you don't have no other choice. I want money you get.
Yes.
I want money you get, you don't have no more. What you do? What you do for take care of fashion? You have to do that too. Never you want salary. If you say you want salary now, make it go outside of the box and think for do something else.
Yes,
Yeah, ring government and to pay you more. It never happen. It's only because minimum wage workers only have 1 job, yeah. That's why they are complaining. Ask them in the US if them can live on them 1 work under minimum wage. Ask them. Ask them how much is minimum wage. Just ask them. Them too wicked, neighbor. Them too wicked. Some of we flush away with money. We drink away with money. We
Yes.
pour out with money.
You didn't do what?
We do all kind of things.
War it out. War.
Then I blame government for your dirty lifestyle. Your lifestyle dirty.
Oh God.
God clean it up and fix it up.
War you out.
That's how we put on bad to government and some of us, what are we doing?
Tell me something though. The war in cost a lot?
Cost they must cost a lot, neighbor.
Well.
It must cost a lot.
War cost enough.
You never spend the money, how much you think you want?
They said man fi give y'all money, so what? The man never give y'all money.
I'm gonna blame with dirty life for we live.
Lord God.
Stop blame Andrew. Andrew teach us how to save and how to invest, and we're not listening.
Okay.
Because we want call we one away and give him $50,000 each time him see it. We want him call we one away and say, hey, take this and not say nothing. No, it's not gonna work. And people pay tax, our taxes stop.
You raise something there and I laugh about it, but it philosophically very important. The whole matter of responsibility, man. People don't take responsibility for their lives. They work money, but them as you said, them drink, them war, and they don't save.
No, we don't.
Why?
Neighbor, if my son passionate,
Hold on, this
neighbor, Neighbor, if I sound listeners, if I sound passionate, I apologize. That's why I don't like front page. But we just strong and right.
No,
We're strong and wrong. I think I'm
no,
strong
no,
and
no,
right.
no. You were not.
And
You were,
it's just the annoying. It's annoying in a neighbor to hear people that tell Andrew that they want a house. So me should not sit down and make Andrew give me a house. So all of us in Jamaica should sit down and make Andrew give a house. All of us should not sit down in Jamaica and make pipe run come out with gate and we not pay fee.
we have to take a break. We have to take a little break there. Damson, hold on there. The producer wants a break. Producer, we're taking a break. We're coming right back.
Hi, neighbor. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Please tap the screen, share the live, repost the live, send the heart me's, and continue to keep the comment section active. However, please, I'm asking everyone to go and subscribe to our new YouTube channel, which is Politics Matter JA. Unfortunately, our previous page was stolen, so we're asking you please to go over to YouTube and subscribe to Politics Matter JA.
Fantastic. Well, it's 19 minutes to 8 o'clock, and we are in the Sunday review. And it has been a fascinating discussion with Damso. It is coming out of a tape, a piece of video that we have seen with the president of the Nurses Association of Jamaica, suggesting that nurses that are remaining in Jamaica don't have no ambition. And I asked for someone to come up and share with us the state of affairs under the PNP as against what is happening today. It's been fascinating. I'm hearing from Damsel that nurses at some levels have gotten increases of up to 300,000 or just below per month, and that there are nurses in Jamaica taking home just under $500,000. Wow. I never see them the money from the day I born. Anyway, one of these days probably I shall. Damsel, you still there? Yeah. Her microphone is muted.
Neighbor,
yeah.
whatever I say can be vetted and verified.
No. I actually went up on the online here and I saw your quite true.
Not hidden from us, neighbor.
Uh-huh.
All I'm saying is, when the country is going through a crisis, all of us need to pull together.
Yes.
Because if we not pull together, neighbor, the country will not move forward. If I put in my part and everybody put in their part, neighbor, 2-3 years down the line, we'll be reaping a lot of benefits.
Absolutely, ma'am.
We cannot tear down and we're not building. Neighbor, we're not even encourage people how life is. Neighbor, you're down today. Tomorrow, if you're willing, you will get up. But if you lie down today and lie down tomorrow and lie down the next day, you're not going to get up, neighbor.
That is true.
You have to find a strategy and a way how me I'll get up. Me I'll get up from my knee, me I'll go up on my hand, me I'll sit down on my bottom, and then me try to stretch. Or me I'll tell somebody, say, give me a hand, then stretch and draw me up. How are we going to do it? But me have to get up because me fall down.
Yes.
You have to find ways and means. Government, neighbor, one time we say government work alone can't help you. You
yes.
have to find something to do.
Yes, ma'am. I told you about Sonia, the teacher, ma'am, where $88,000 used to get.
Uh-huh. It's taxes pay us, you know?
Yes.
It's taxes because government is not a profit entity. And that's why sometimes government have to borrow because when they fall short, they have to borrow and make it up back. In order to run smoothly.
Yes.
So when we see the country down, we don't beat up and we don't, I don't know. There's something wrong with us in this country. I don't know. Me don't know. Something we're not thinking at all. How can we be beating up on our government with a devastation of neighbor? You say that hurricane never like Kingston and St. Catherine?
Uh-huh.
Me not ask you. I know una birth paper couldn't find it.
Yes.
Because all of our main resources are within these parishes.
Yes.
The big RTD is in St. Catherine. Why we not thank God for mercy and stop murmur?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Never me finish enough. Me finish now.
Well, no, you're not finished. You're finished for this session. I'm sure that you'll be back, and I want you to come back as soon as possible. Thank you so much, Damsel. Great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
My wonderful contribution from Damsel. Give her a round of applause. She deserves it. All right. DJ Minto, hello.
Yeah, good night to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Shikan, that lady deserve more than a round of applause, Mr. Neighbor.
Yes.
She deserve more than a round of applause, but say that to say this, Mr. Neighbor.
Uh-huh. No, don't bother with the
I
mister.
remember in the
Here is it. Here is it, sir. Big up, Damsel, big up. Put your hands. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Minto.
Can I speak now?
Yes.
Yes. Neighbor, you have two places in Jamaica. Getting a job here right now or before, it's like you're getting a job. Say you get a visa to get a job there. You have the WAP, I have the airport. Before, you never see these people are put out, say, boy, job, we are hiring and them pick them. And these places are putting out ads. Say, we are hiring. People are talk every day, say, we are hiring. And back in the day, say, if a man get a work at the airport, I get a work at the WAP. Because like it's a beat time getting a...
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
I am hearing you, man. Loud and clear. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so all the thing where the lady I talk about one time, people used to buy everything in a bag. Browning in a bag, ketchup in a bag. We move away from a lot of things in the neighbor.
Browning, sir. You buy browning in a bag?
Yeah, man, what you talk about? When I grew up as a youth in the 90s and the early 2000s, everything we buy in a bag, ketchup, oil.
Browning in a bag,
sir.
sir. Man can buy browning in a bag.
When you buy oil, you have to use the fat and fry it and make oil.
Uh-huh.
Yes, neighbor. Yeah, man. People buy brownie in a bag.
Browning in a bag. Oh, Lord. I never know about that.
We move away from a lot of things. Yeah.
The country has step up, man. Browning in a bag. Oh, God. Wow. Never heard that. Yeah. Well, I tell you, sir, it is a fascinating discussion, and I think that
Neighbor,
yes.
DJ Mitchell, his background is extremely noisy.
Well,
yeah, I'm driving in.
Don't say that. Don't say that up here, so that.
Come back to me when we pass.
All right. You have to
I'm
mute.
driving.
Okay, who do I go to next, producer? Hello.
Stella Neighbor.
Okay. Good evening to you, Stella. Hello. Okay. Stella is on. Good evening to you. All right, great. Welcome to the Sunday Review. It is 11 minutes to 8 o'clock. We go with you until just about 9. Tonight is a Sunday night. Not Stella. Who else? Who we go to now?
Dawn is there.
Hello, Dawn. Let your voice be heard. We have to move to the review soon. Dawn? No, not Dawn. Paul, good evening to you, sir. Hello,
Yes,
Paul.
neighbor.
Yeah, you are there.
Yes, neighbor. I just want to contribute somewhat to your earlier nurse. And one of the most regrettable things about people like the nurse, is that when election time come, they choose to stay home and not come out and show support.
Do you think that is generally across the public sector?
Yeah, it is. I think it is, and it's regrettable because, as the woman nurse pointed out earlier, that the government has really done a lot for public sector work in terms of salary
Oh yes, sir. But sir, there's a reason, and I think Damsel mentioned it that sometimes we can become a little greedy by the standards of other countries, and that can drive our negotiation. I think that we need to be careful that we do not get overly greedy, sir, because greed can cause us to be unfair,
Yeah, definitely. And to good the nurse pointed out earlier on, that much has improved and much government has invested. And there's more to be done, There's more to be done, but people need to know where we're coming from.
Yes.
And they need to be mindful. And they need to be mindful also of the leadership that has called us to be where we are. And the leadership has been on the ball. There are some hiccups here and there. There are some challenges.
Yes.
But the leadership is mindful of these challenges and working over time to improve these things. Right? So people need to come out and show their support and show that they recognize that there's much improvement has taken place. Are we where we want to be? I don't think so. But we are certain that where we were.
Yes.
And because we are not where we were. And because the leadership, look here, before I exit, I remember the National Solid Waste Agency, they have about more than 2,200 people who was on contract. And during Nigel Clark time, we recognize that this is untenable. We can't treat people like this who doing some of the most serious work for us in terms of sanitation. Now what he did, he made provision for them not to be on contract anymore and take them all on in a permanent situation. This is massive.
Yes.
This is massive in terms of recognizing that people need to be treated with the dignity that they deserve to be treated. And so I think the government is doing a lot of things. As I said, they have still a far way to go. But I think we are seeing a very clear picture where good leadership matters. Until when the time comes for an election, people need to reward the government and encourage it. It can't be that those who benefit the most from the system in terms of public sector workers are the very few people who come out and contribute to the whole process of voting and all this type of thing. You have to encourage this type of process. So I mean, the government, as I said, need to be encouraged, and people need to know. I mean, if there's a criticism, make it, but don't be rude and disrespectful.
Absolutely, sir. And we must, if we are going to be fair, we must acknowledge where we are coming from, sir. We must.
That's my
And Paul, because I know this. There was an industry in Jamaica I once was associated with, and for more than 10 years, sir, they never got an increase.
Right.
More than 10 years, they never got an increase. And it's under this Jamaica Labour Party government that they are beginning to live better. Every teacher, every policeman, every nurse knows it's true I'm talking about. That when we had the wage freeze up, you couldn't even protest, you couldn't even negotiate because there was nothing to negotiate. Nothing.
Yeah. And it's funny.
Answer. It was the unions that signed on to that.
Yes.
The unions signed on to it. The same unions you see coming now talk about more money. They signed a wage freeze for their workers.
Yeah, and so it just goes to show you how the union have over time connived with the government that particular day to keep the workers at a certain level and not creating a lot of noise now. But as I said, without the effort of the union, the government recognized that public sector workers, in order to retain good workers, public sector workers need to be treated with a measure of respect. And they have started the ball in terms of improving the standard of compensation for our public sector workers, hence the whole reclassification process. And that is why this nurse were able to say that as a level 3 nurse, as a senior nurse, she called herself, she was able to benefit significantly from the government reclassification program in terms of upward mobility.
Yeah. Are you in Jamaica, sir?
Yes, I am.
Don't you agree with me that in the 90s, sir, the exodus of people, the brain drain even, our professionals who left, they left because of survival, so that they wanted to things were so bad here. It's not that they wanted to leave.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at what was taking place, you know, you have a massive migration of good people who have been trained by the government as well, and had to leave because the salary at the time was appalling. And I said, no, we have seen an improvement in the salary.
Yeah, and those who stayed, sir, it's not because they don't have no ambition.
No, man.
Now, what is this lady talking about when she says that those who stay don't have no ambition? Did she really say that?
Well, I saw the thing. I never even watched it in the entirety. Because I said that is really that's come across as being rude. The fact of the matter is people are motivated by different things. And people have a sense of loyalty. People are committed to changes. People are committed to improvement. And people see and feel that the improvement is there, the leadership is there, and stimulating the improvement, and they want to be a part of that. Albeit it's a long road for them, but it's nonetheless the way people are beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and people want to be identified with that change, and they feel confident that they will stick it out. It will work for them, but that's what they're doing.
You know, sir, Singaporeans have no desire to go into the United States. The Singaporeans have a GDP per capita that is greater than that of the United States. As a matter of fact, the Singaporean city is more modern than any in the United States. And Singapore got independence in 1965. And you know, my dear sir, if we keep going as Jamaicans, and I believe that there needs to be a national call and a national dialogue and inspiration, you know, to get Jamaicans to understand that we are on a journey. We're not there yet. But we need to keep pushing. We need to keep working together. We need to keep supporting good leadership. Because if we do, we will eventually get to the point where we don't need no visas, you know, sir, to go anywhere in the world. You know that?
Yeah.
You know that the visas are only a requirement because of our underdevelopment.
Yeah, because some players don't require visas.
Because sir, there must come a time in Jamaica when people want to come here. We don't want to leave go nowhere. People want to come here.
Yeah.
Huh? You think people want to leave Singapore, sir?
No, as I said, neighbor, the fact of the matter is, we have been so far way back in terms of our development, the infrastructure, realignment. But it's going to take a little while to bring us to a level that we feel confident in. But as you said, rightfully so. It's leadership that is going to matter, and we are beginning to see the type of leadership that is matter.
Yeah, but I think we have to have a conversation with our people too, sir, for them to understand that the realignment that is taking place will cause some amount of pain, eh? Yeah. So the nurse who is getting $500,000 now need to understand that she can also get to $1 million per month in 5 years' time if we do well.
True.
You understand what I'm saying to you? And stay the course.
Exactly, that's a point. And that is going to require, as I said, a buy-in and a sell.
Right. Yes. It's going to require a buy and a sell. And the type of tribalized politics that we practice is what is holding us back in us. You don't think so?
To a certain degree, to an extensive amount of everything, that is so. Because if you listen to the conversation about the body politics, it's tribalistic. And sometimes we have to move the conversation beyond just that and look at what is in front of us.
Yes, sir, because right now the opposition is out there campaigning, right? Calling for election. We're not even 1 year into the term of the government yet, and they are out there talking about next election already. Huh? How do you move a country forward when every day you are into politicking? There has to be an election period, sir. Opposition can be effective without being divisive.
No, yeah, they can. You see, as I said before I leave, as I said before, the people that matters, the bigger class people have to come out and have to say to Jamaica by and large that we have a good government in place. It's not perfect. But we recognize that we are seeing massive improvement in some critical areas. Let us retain it for for a long time for the good of Jamaica. This is not politics entirely, even though there's aspect of it that is so. This is what it is. We cannot afford to abandon this process at this game again. We have tried in the past, we have failed. We cannot do it because we want to try somebody else. We need to stay the course, we need to keep the leadership focused, we need to make whatever criticism which is good, but we need to be firmly outlined. We have a good leadership in place, and therefore we have to stick with them. I think that's what has to happen. And the bigger class professional people like the nurse and the teachers and the lawyers and the doctors, they should come on board. For too long, it is an order by the get us to the democracy. We have close to 40% of people vote the last election.
Yes.
That is not good. And the people who people think is a number that them call and them turn it into numbers are voting by the people, the government and the opposition. The bigger class go stay one side and watch times. They can't afford that.
Yes. All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Can't afford that. Blessings.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much, Mr. Paul. Honeybee, hi.
Hello, neighbor. Good evening.
Good evening to you, ma'am. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm saying, just to say, a lot of what people are crying out, and this nurse lady, she reminded me of a certain nurse before that passed on. Her behavior towards Ardy Shaw as the finance minister at the time, after coming out of wage freeze after wage freeze.
Yes.
And how she behaved with Ardy. You know, I think you know who I'm talking about.
Allwood, man. Allwood Anderson.
Right. So she just bring back memory of her. Just listening to her. And I must say, you see, Jamaicans, some of us who is talking, do have a clue. In the US, you have insurance. In the US, you have insurance. Wow.
Yes.
Right? And your insurance, you can't just change doctors as you like. You see, in Jamaica, the company give us an insurance and we can go to whichever doctor. If you want to see a guy in our dentist, you can just change.
Yes.
It has to be approved by your insurance before you can see that particular specialist. You can't just go. A lot of people don't know these things. They believe that the things are better because they are on the outside looking in. You know? And you're judging from the, okay, the man the same work $20 an hour and in the tree job. Okay, but what he has to pay from that tree job, when you add it up, it's a lot more than what you pay here.
Yes.
You should check in if you pay insurance every month, neighbor, and you pay insurance for your car one time for the year. I remember a gentleman said to me, but you're not paying, even when you add up for the whole year, I said, sir, be quiet. Because if you're paying $80 per month for your insurance, when you check that up, it's more than what you'll pay for insurance here. It depends on what you're driving.
Yes, ma'am. Let me ask you this. Miss Honeybee. And I want you to be reasonable with me. Based on your own existence in Jamaica, have you ever worked in the public sector?
No, I've not. But my mother, name I can tell you from my mother's experience. I told her my mother was a correctional officer, right?
Your mother was a correctional officer?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Neighbor, and I can tell you, can you believe that after my mother do 20 years in correctional service, another 15 years with UDC, when my mother finished, she could not get a pension? Swallow that.
Oh my God.
Swallow that.
I am to swallow it. I'm to swallow it, ma'am?
Yes, because I'm saying, can you imagine you work 35 years in government? And you can't get a pension?
Well, let me swallow it.
So, I'm saying, understand.
But ma'am, oh God, it a go choke me. It a go choke me, you know, ma'am. It a go choke me, ma'am. It's hard to swallow.
I'm Can you imagine that?
Oh,
And
God.
my mother used to say,
Uh-huh.
what if we never used to throw my little partner?
Oh, God,
I
yeah.
can remember,
Uh-huh.
maybe you know about Operation Pride. You remember about Operation Pride?
Operation Shame.
Can you, my mother lose money in that?
Okay.
From our little partners that she was chewing. So when you're talking, neighbor, as I tell you before, neighbor, if you never feel it, you can't.
So let me ask you, ma'am, do you remember what your mother used to get as a salary?
Neighbor, it was so little.
Oh, God.
Neighbor, my mother worked Monday to Friday. And neighbor, let me tell you, you see, on a Saturday
Uh-huh.
and a Sunday, my mother used to be a bartender, you know, neighbor, just to make ends meet.
Your mother had to go to the bar.
Go to be a bartender, neighbor.
What you saying to me? This is a lady that used to be at the UDC.
Right.
Have to go a bar, go work?
Bar on the weekends, but she could not feed our children.
What you say to me, ma'am?
Neighbor, my mother baked pudding.
I have to take another sip, ma'am. I have to swallow that one too. Don't give me nothing more to swallow. Don't give me nothing more to swallow, ma'am. Do.
My mother baked pudding.
Pudding.
She baked gizzard, right? She baked gizzard. You remember that thing where we call it blue jaws, but the correct name is duko, no? All of that.
Blue jaws.
Yes. But the correct name is duko, right?
Okay.
All of those things my mother used to do.
I see.
She would make them and take them to work and sell. Just because sometimes people can't buy lunch in a neighbor.
Uh-huh.
Buy a slice of pudding. You understand? And that would be lunch. So
Yes.
that's how my mother used to find a way to survive. Sometime I stand up and I remember I said to my mother, when I call her by her name, here where you want now. You see what I want to tell you? Thank you so much for sending me to school.
Yeah. So you grew children to Honeybee. When you were growing your children in Jamaica, how was it for you? Was it?
Neighbor, I said I have a daughter in college.
Yes.
And my daughter is in college, neighbor. And neighbor, I can tell you, when my son was going to uni, neighbor, I was on a payment plan. And that was so hard for my husband and I.
Oh.
Now, neighbor, my daughter's school fee, when I went to find out the school fee and they tell me, and my husband and I said, okay, we're going to pay the school fee because I don't want her to be struggling. And we could afford to pay our school fee in full. We didn't borrow anything. We didn't beg anybody anything.
What you said to me?
We paid that under the Labour Party government because I could be able to save neighbor. Neighbor, I said to my friend the other day, and I said to her, I said to her, I save at least 13,500 less per week. She said, oh, you that? I said, I pardon.
What?
So she said, what? I said, pardon. And she said, why you do that? I said, because when I do that, twice per year I collect, and I can pay my daughter's school fee with one, and I can put down the other one to meet the other year. Right? And she said, no, sir, really? And I put her, I said, come. If you can't do the full, do half. And neighbor, she called me 2 weeks ago. She said, remember to tell the partner lady, say, I'm coming back. Because what happened? She can able to pay her son school fee and not stress because now she's doing, we do similar jobs. And sometimes when I get something and it's a little bit overwhelming, I say, come, let's join together and mash up this and we just make our money. And that's how it is.
Yes. Well, hold on there for me. Hold on for me a little bit there, Honeybee. Producer, who do I go to next?
We have Delroy. I only speak, and Delroy, then DJ, and then of course we have the great Scratchy.
Okay. So who what I only speak? Go ahead. Hi. I only speak. Well, please remember, guys, Politics Matter JA. Please go over there and subscribe to that channel. No, I beg you. Politics Matter JA. Don't leave the program without going to YouTube and subscribe. We lost the other channel. It was stolen from us. Thank God we did.
Yes. Neighbor, we ask our listeners to unsubscribe from the previous channel as well.
Yes. I don't know what they call it, but then thief the channel. What a shame. Anyway, Politics Matter JA is where the YouTube channel is. And guys, we have to just do it because guess what? We have to get this subscription up on that channel very, very quickly. I ask you now, just take a break, no? Just go and subscribe. Go and click Politics Matter JA. That's it. Politics Matter JA. Type that in and press subscribe. And you can stay there and watch the program. We're live on that channel right as I'm speaking to you. Politics Matter JA. All right. DJ Marvin. Is Marvin? Hello?
No, man. It's good. Blessed. Greetings.
Greetings.
Yeah, man. So, just passing by and us, try to put my little 2 cents to the conversation that's taking place here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think this one will become basically just shipping, but I think based on that here, it have something to do with perhaps that little thing with the Prime Minister and the nurse lady. That was part of the discussion, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would be the first to say that Jamaican's health system is not close to where we really want it to be. It's really, really like behind. And we would love to see it move from strength to strength. But I can see where there are a lot of effort being made in a lot of places where over time, if all things go well, you could see improvement. Me personally might not feel like it'll move as fast as we want to. And I mean, maybe that's the view of a lot of people. But we still don't want to forget that there are a lot of moving pieces to really make our country improve in a lot of different ways.
Let me hold on a little bit for me, sir. You know why I decided to call the channel Politics Matter. And for those of you who want a little listening English, Politics Matters is a different thing from Politics Matter. Politics matter. Politics. Politics is not dirty, It is politics that determines the cost of gas at the pumps. Politics. And every time I have a conversation like this, I think it is my duty to remind the listeners that the inadequacies of which you speak in the health service would not be as inadequate had the politics of the PNP been better. And I believe that it's important for people to understand that there is a corrective process taking place in Jamaica. It's like you are rowing a ship that has a leak, but you still have to drive it forward. The government have to be correcting the leak while pushing the ship forward. And that is important people to know. And I have said, and I don't make any apologies for it, that the problems of Jamaica today are inherited problems. Inherited problems. And that it was a failure of the government of the 90s to have capitalized on the global economy. The economy grew in the 90s by an average of I think 3 to 5%, you know. And Jamaica experienced negative growth. This is the only country that coined the term called negative growth. We missed an opportunity, sir. We missed an opportunity to improve our hospitals and our schools and our roads and our police station and every sector in the country. And so those persons who today say things should have been better need to understand why they are not better and at whose feet those blames should be laid. That blame should be laid. And any argument that is coming up today, every bad road, every hospital that needs to be repaired, every school, I have to blame the PNP, sir. 18 and a half years is a long time. Long time, sir. That's almost 2 decades. If you were born when the PNP came to power, when the PNP left power, you would have been 19 years old. 19 years old. And therefore, the ills, especially the social ills. I go into a patty shop yesterday, and it took me 20 minutes from the cashier to get the patty. 20 minutes. You know what caused that, sir? It's a lack of development. A lack of development is an underdevelopment of our people. Underdevelopment, undereducating. We were producing illiterates. Students were graduating from secondary schools in Jamaica and they were illiterate. Those people are now in the society working. What are you going to do with them? You have to blame the PNP. So the PNP set us back, you know. And so when I see people coming out today demanding this and demanding that and asking for this and asking for that, they should say it like Portia Simpson Miller, ask the PNP.
Uncle, straight up, you know, I'm in full agreement today. Now, maybe I was going around kind of explaining some things that you may have thought I was going to say something different. No, man, I'm in full agreement with everything that you just made mention of. Full support too. It's just that even when the lady is making mention of why nurses are leaving because of better this, better that, there are those things that she's talking about is only available in certain states.
Are you in Jamaica, sir?
No, I'm not in Jamaica presently. But we are talking about even in Florida, Atlanta and those places, those things we share talk about not available, you know?
What is not available?
All right, a lot of the things that she's talking about, like people could get free this for the elderly, free that for the children certain way. More in New York are these places is where there's insurance cover these things right off the bat. But I know of people that have insurance issues in other states. So she's talking with a broad brush as if not of the nurses leave Jamaica because...
You mean the president of the Nurses Association of Jamaica?
Whatever she was.
No, man, that lady is not a leader, sir. That lady is absurd. The fact of the matter, sir, is that the lady has bring down the country.
Yeah.
She has bring down the country. Let me tell you something, you see, sir. Mm-hmm. Jamaica is not considered a first world country. Jamaica is considered a developing state, not even third world, because they are not using that terminology anymore. It's a developing state. And I don't know if you know, sir, that a lot of the aid that Jamaica used to get, like condoms and medication, we now get it again, you know. I was shocked to hear the Prime Minister saying that we got more aid under Gilbert than we got under Melissa. Can you imagine that, sir?
I can't even imagine that, trust me.
And that is because, sir, the countries of the world don't see Jamaica as not able to help itself. Jamaica, sir, is suffering from civic illiteracy. Our people are not informed, and where they are informed through disinformation. They don't have the facts, and it has to be corrected. And you know, sir, it is a threat to the democracy
Yes.
when your people are disinformed, not misinformed, disinformed.
Yes.
Because misinformation is a mistake. Disinformation is the deliberate spreading of false information. And there is a false narrative in Jamaica, sir, that somehow we should have been better off today. There is no way. There is no way, sir. Jamaica, sir, is not a first world country. But I can tell you this. There are many countries in the world now that are looking at Jamaica and are wondering, how are we doing it? You know what the debt in the UK is, sir?
Not at this time.
Well, I can tell you that it is higher than Jamaica's debt per capita.
But I know that you're on point with all what you're saying, because there are a lot of country saying and wondering how Jamaica is progressing. So and it's for me right now, it's like when you look at the amount of the certain kind of people that's coming out and having issues or trying to make issues out of nothing. I don't want to say it, but it seems like I really don't want to say it.
Consider the investment. Consider the investment that we have made in national security, sir. To curtail the murder rate in the country. Consider the billions that we have had to invest just to fix that. And it's not yet fixed, but did you know, sir, that Jamaica is now ranked as the most peaceful country in the Caribbean?
But the result would reflect that.
Uh-huh.
The result easily would reflect that.
Yeah. No, sir. What if we never... Your phone is going off.
Easily reflect that.
Your phone is going off, yes, sir. Okay. No. Can we mute this gentleman? This is crazy. Well, I don't know what happened there, but that gentleman, oh God, that was crazy. I'm sorry about that, sir. Your phone was going off, and we had to anyway. You can rejoin if you so desire. Scratchy, how are you, man?
Right, blessed night, neighbors, everyone. Blessed night, I'm here, neighbor.
All is well?
All is great, man. Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, Scratchy, we have another half an hour or so to go. Where you want to start?
I mean, anywhere you want to start it, Anywhere you want to start it, neighbor.
Okay. All right. Let's look at this clip that is doing the rounds from the Nurses Association of Jamaica. Kind of suggesting, Scratchy, that you saw it. Have you?
Yes, definitely.
I suspect, Scratchy, that she was trying to get a viral moment rather than representing the nurses. What do you think?
Definitely we look that way, neighbor. As public sector's neighbor, whatever category the nurses are classified in, neighbor, it is always an honor to meet whenever you have to have a meeting with the Prime Minister,
Yes, to sit beside him.
Yes, I mean, neighbor, it should always be an honor, neighbor, a privilege, neighbor, to share the honor of sitting right beside the Prime Minister, neighbor, in front of media and everybody, neighbor, and taking questions and speaking and anything. I'm not going to say that you must hide whatever you have to hide. You have to hide, Sometimes it's not what we say, but how we say it. And I think she came off a bit strong, probably too strong as well, neighbor. Sometimes we have seen over the past, the Nurses Association of Jamaica, neighbor, this current style from this leader is not the first. We have seen other leaders from the same organization, neighbor, perform in the same type of way, and they will live to see where those persons' political allegiance were. So sometimes, neighbor, we see these things and we might say, yes, she's a good person. She just a push for her nurses. Them she a talk on behalf of her nurses. Them 9 out of 10 times these persons have a political agenda.
Yes. Are you there still?
Yeah, yes, they were.
No, Scratchy. She made a comment that those of us without ambition are still here. Wasn't that not a slap in the? I mean, I don't think she recognized how damaging that could be. Nurses who stayed through COVID, working hard now, Scratchy. Why ambition? And is it not true that the exodus of nurses is not having anything to do with ambition, Scratchy? Some of those nurses who left in the 90s, and this has always been a problem, left because the conditions and the salary at the time was terrible.
Definitely, neighbor. Nurses migrating, neighbor. Professionals migrating, neighbor. Is it becoming something of the norm, neighbor?
And it is not only Jamaica that this happens.
Exactly, neighbor. Because I'm going to make a point that here in Canada, neighbor. Canada, so from a similar situation, neighbor, a lot of Canada nurses are migrating to the US, neighbor.
Yes.
Stronger package, stronger salary package, you know, stronger dollar. So a lot of Canadian nurses are migrating to US, neighbor. So it's not nothing strange, neighbor, for professional, neighbor, who go to school, spend the money, go to school to get the medication, neighbor, to choose, neighbor, the best way them to forward, neighbor, for them life. So it's not no new, neighbor. Even if the government would put salary at $1 million, you're going to still have nurses, neighbor, who still don't want that, neighbor, and see best fitting for them. If they must overseas, neighbor, performing them duties.
Yeah, but Scotty, isn't it unfair for any person to suggest that Jamaica should be able to pay the same salaries as that of the United States? That's not fair.
Totally would be unfair, neighbor. The US, neighbor, the American neighbor is a country, neighbor.
The richest country in the world. The richest countries in country in the world.
It's over $20 trillion. You know, Jamaica productivity is nearby just $20 billion. So definitely not matching. So could never, neighbor, to be unfair to Jamaica to compare salary, neighbor, salary wages in the United States and Jamaica. Totally apples and something totally different, neighbor.
And then if the government of Jamaica should do that for the nurses, what would they say about the teachers, the policemen, the firemen, and all other workers in the public sector? Because one of the things that people don't understand, you know, Scratchy, and you made this point yesterday about politics and governance. Because when a union negotiates and the government negotiates with that union, the government can't give that union what it can't give across the board, you know, because the other people are going to look on and say, oh, you give the nurses 20% and we only get 5%. No, so you go.
Exactly. That is where government hands are tied, neighbor, in these negotiations. Government has to make sure that these negotiations are fair and balanced, because it's not just one sector or one specific group. And it is very difficult, neighbor, in the context of governance, to say, okay, one sector, to classify one sector more important as one. It's an ecosystem, and everyone play their own important role.
Yes.
So everyone, neighbor, have to get a perfect slice of the cake and a balanced slice of the cake, where the government doesn't look unfair, and make sure the government always look balanced. So first of all, understand, neighbor, that these negotiations are never easy, neighbor. But at the same time, it just baffles me, neighbor, how when one particular party is in government, it is so easy for these negotiations, neighbor, to go in the best interest of that party most, if not all of the times. In terms of unions speaking about unions letting rebuttal being put up, which the person sign off an extended period of wage freezes.
Yes.
I would even say with the protests, we didn't say the black roads, but it just baffles me, neighbor, to know that one political organization is treated different from the other. Because whenever the PNP is in power, all of these organizations, neighbor, they get some form of understanding, and they work with whatever wage freezes the PNP restrict and put on them. But whenever the Jamaica Labour Party is in power, persons are telling you they want 7%, they want 5%, they want 9%. For what? It's just an attack on the government.
Damsel was up here earlier, Scratchy, and she made the point that there is no question that the public sector workers, including the nurses, are getting better compensation at this time than they were getting under the PNP. Wouldn't it be nice if the president had acknowledged that some progress have been made?
Major progress has been made, neighbor. In terms of the compensation package for our nurses, neighbor, our nurses are now compensated. Major changes.
Neighbor, 1 minute. Can I interject for a second? Neighbor, what she did not mention also was the grant that is given to nurses with children that is going to university. Both nurses and police and teachers get the same grant of $200,000. All the child has to do is maintain a certain GPA to continue to get that grant through the 3 or 4 years of university. They don't mention that. Where in high school they also get a grant where they get $20,000 towards the what they call that? It's not tuition, they call it something else. They call it now. And they're not mentioning these things, that they get all these little things that help them along, but all they're thinking about is the wage. So if government is going to give them a certain amount, then should he take off all those incentives that you're getting? That's what I would like her to say.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, Scratchy, the major improvements. If she was going to represent the cause of the nurse before the Prime Minister, don't you think some humility and some acknowledgement of the improvements would be appropriate?
Definitely, neighbor. She outlined, I saw a video where she were outlining certain things to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister didn't have a full understanding of. So I said before, it's not what you say, so you say it. She was coming off a bit arrogant to a certain level. I think, and talking about the compensation package, for me, it sounded like she poured cold water, neighbor, and the whole compensation package when she made a reference that the compensation package don't really do anything to attract the nurses. I mean, the nurses want to stay in Jamaica. When she made that statement, neighbor, she literally poured cold water, and the whole fact that, neighbor, that even if the compensation, neighbor, package is preventing nurses from wanting to stay in Jamaica, neighbor, the mere fact should be highlighted that there's a major increase in the compensation of package compared to what nurses were getting 10 years ago, or compared to the previous government. No highlight was made of that. In terms of the fact that you have the Prime Minister, I'm not saying that you're going to sugarcoat anything and you're going to try to pretty up anything, but I'm sure some private talking or some private dialogue was been going on first before the press conference, neighbor.
And then I heard something about facilities.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I am of the understanding that there was some alteration on the video you may have watched. So we have listeners here suggesting that it was altered. And
There's a spliced video, but I have the script.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the script. There was a suggestion, Scratchy, that if you have a disabled child, there are no facilities in Jamaica for a disabled child or an elderly person. I don't think that's fair.
I mean, facilities are definitely there, neighbor. If you're going to say, neighbor, that these facilities are not properly equipped, or these facilities are not up to international standard, up to first world quality, I would definitely understand and say, yes, you get me? They expect some of our facilities are going to much the American wherever these nurses want to migrate to go. So it's a give and take, neighbor. It's all about give and take, neighbor. I believe, neighbor, that nurses who play such a critical role in our societies, doctors who play such a critical role in our societies, neighbor, I understand that, neighbor, if these persons want to choose if they want to go or if they want to stay, neighbor, I believe that despite we understanding how important it is, neighbor, to be compensated, but I think it also has a lot to do with how patriotic you are, how serious you see the need of your talent in your country, and you want to know that you're helping in making sure that your country reach a certain level of health care in terms of, compared to other side of the world in terms of controlling certain disease and infection from a health standard. So I think it has a lot to do with patriotism, neighbor, and a lot of how you persons want to push this. Or maybe, neighbor, I think the government now, seeing that the nurse organization said that the compensation package didn't work, even though I don't think that was a total aim as a compensation package. I know, but if the government want to attract nurses more, neighbor, I think our sector so critical as nursing, and see how often we are short of nurses. Maybe the government can invest or create a special fund for these persons who want to go to university or college. And to me, it doesn't sound like there is a shortage of nurses based on what I hear the lady also say, neighbor. It sounds like it is more a shortage of positions, you know? So like it sounds like there's more shortage of position compared to shortage of nurses, because at one point I used to say something like 300 odd nurses who graduated and have their nursing degree, but they can't practice because the exam that they are supposed to do, there's no space and no position that is vacant to take them in right now and stuff like that. So maybe the Prime Minister can look at that from a cabinet standpoint, so them can expand and work up the fields.
Yeah, thank you, Krati. I'm happy to let you know that there are 55 people now watching on the new channel. 55, that's fantastic. Politics Matter JA. You want to tell them about it, Scratchy? Tell them to subscribe for me, no, please.
I'm definitely my name, man. New page, guys. Politics Matters JA. Let's go over to YouTube, make a subscription, share it to the family, share it to their friend. And while you're doing that, the other page that we were on, just kindly unsubscribe from that, you know. Page is gone, not even gone. Page just the thief it. Yeah, the thief it, you know. So then just unsubscribe from it, guys, so that they don't have any financial benefit or financial gain to get from it.
Yeah. So Politics Matter JA, please go over there and subscribe. I beg you. Can we get 200 subscribers tonight? You can do it, man. Don't leave the program without going to Politics Matter JA. Okay? Go and subscribe to that channel. There are 55 people over there watching right now as I speak to you. The program is live over there. And I'm going to do a bonus program on the channel later on tonight. So I'm not going to be on YouTube I'm not going to be on TikTok past 9 o'clock. I'm going to be on the channel Politics Matter JA. Okay? So I'm going to sign off TikTok at 9, and I'm going to be on Politics Matter JA. You have to come over there. All right. Fantastic. Scratchy, I see where the Gleaner is saying that we are into the review now for that the Prime Minister is in a quagmire. What quagmire is the Prime Minister in, Scratchy? The Gleaner saying that wholeness quagmire, that anyway the Prime Minister turned Maka Jukim in the weekly matter. You agree with that?
Definitely, I don't agree with that, neighbor. I don't see when it comes to the weekly thing, neighbor, to Dr. Wheatley, neighbor. I don't think whatever decision the Prime Minister made, Maka Jukim, neighbor. To me, neighbor, Dr. Wheatley case, neighbor, and the Prime Minister case is not the same.
Yes.
It might be the same. There might be the same process in terms of the level of investigation, but the outcomes are not the same. Dr. Wheatley was recommended for 4 charges. The Prime Minister was not recommending for any charges.
Yes.
So there's 2 different cases. So whatever decision the Prime Minister chose to make, the Prime Minister is in no quagmire. Anyway, the Prime Minister said there's no marker to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is in no quagmire. Whether they want Dr. Wheatley to remain, we have seen where persons, it is up to persons if they want to have the Prime Minister, if the Prime Minister continues to have confidence in him and do have no confidence in the report that came from the IC, because a female personal attack when go through as well, and decides that Dr. Wheatley must stay. That has nothing to do with the Prime Minister, but his own personal experience him also have with the process of the IC. So
you think that the Gleaner, you think that the Gleaner is attacking the Prime Minister here, because if you read this article written by Jalil Dabdu, and the Gleaner has chosen to publicize this article. What they are suggesting is that if the Prime Minister acts on Dr. Wheatley, then the Prime Minister himself is compromised. As you have explained, Scratchy, it's a totally misreading of the situation.
Definitely, neighbor. The Prime Minister won't compromise, neighbor. The Prime Minister should act on Dr. Wheatley, neighbor. It won't compromise the Prime Minister in no way, shape, or form, because as I said before, neighbor, the Prime Minister undergo an investigation, just like Dr. Wheely undergo an investigation. And the Prime Minister, they said that there was nothing to find the Prime Minister guilty for. They said that the integrity report said that, and the laws that govern the Integrity Commission say that once a report has been made and sent to Parliament and an investigation into an individual, it simply means that the investigation is closed.
Yes.
It simply means that the investigation is closed. So the Prime Minister is not being investigated by the IC at this current moment. And not to our knowledge, because based on the law, so once a report is made, that means it is closed. They made reference and recommendation to the Tax Administration of Jamaica and to the Financial Investigation Division, FID. We saw a little leak in the press about FID wrote to them and said that there's nothing to investigate or ray. So there's a lot to the whole thing here, but the PNP neighbor, the Gleaner, is concluded with the PNP neighbor to try to muddy the water, to try to let persons farm speculation neighbor from some persons who can just write a baseless article and that Gleaner can just prematurely present it to the population, and for persons to farm their own speculation and believe that the Prime Minister is shouldered with some time a weight over his shoulder. The Prime Minister don't have any weight over his shoulder neighbor as it relates to the Integrity Commission. The Prime Minister, there's nothing they said to found for fight that he should be guilty of. Nothing. An intense investigation was done, and there was nothing.
The article is suggesting that the opposition is being led by the most intellectually formidable figure in Jamaican politics. Who is that? Is who that?
This is what I'm telling you, this is what the world comes to, This is what the world comes to, The world comes to a level where we are
one of the most intellectually formidable figures in Jamaican politics is who?
Yeah, but I don't know the opposition leader. I don't know nobody with that character who's leader of the opposition leader. I don't know which country they're talking about. I don't know if it's Jamaica, but based on everything that they just talk about neighbor, the current opposition leader, I don't see that like no time. I see no way, shape, or form.
But I don't know. I mean, why this is fascinating. One of the most intellectually formidable figure in Jamaican politics is Mark Walling.
Gaslighting at the highest level.
Oh boy. Anyway, I see where Dwayne Vaz has stepped away from his from the shadow cabinet. Do you think there is anything more to this, Scratchy?
I mean, possibly, politics, especially when you're in opposition, especially when it comes to Jamaica politics, it is very difficult, to have a opposition where everyone is unison. In terms of the PNP who last 3 consecutive election, there's going to be some type of leadership fatigue going over there. There are going to be persons who is not happy,
yes,
with the current, the party is moving in the direction of the political organization right now. They're going to start to be some form of segregation being formed. They're going to try their utmost best to keep it at a level where it doesn't leak to the media, or it doesn't reach out to let us know what's going on. So, I mean, with this Dwayne Vaz situation, it can be as a result of what the council who resigned and the allegation that were made against him. Or it can be as a result of some infighting or something that is going on and people
or something to come.
Yes, and people are taking their side. So there will be something for speculation.
But there is no impending election. Why would a member of parliament in the first year feel that he needs to step away to focus on his constituency responsibilities? And I don't understand. And he's not the first one to say that. That's what Campbell said.
If you look at the direction of the PNP neighbor, and look at their shadow ministers neighbor, whatever they want to call them neighbor, the shadow cabinet or whatever they want to call them neighbor. If you look at them neighbor, it is directly neighbor in line in neighbor with persons who share the risers, share the same philosophy and the belief neighbor.
Yes.
The risers, persons who neighbor share the same ideology, persons who have an utmost respect and love neighbor for the both co-leaders, you know. So that is where the party is lining up itself in neighbor. The party is putting itself in a position where they can be solid and firm in terms of protecting their leader and other persons who will keep position in the party. So what I see them trying to do now, neighbor, is that Mark and Peter, neighbor, there are two persons, neighbor, who they want to know that, neighbor, that based on the level of investment, neighbor, and based on the level of funding, neighbor, and based on the level of money that they are pumping this organization, neighbor, they are trying to put the PNP in a position, neighbor, that even if or even when the time comes where they have to step aside, neighbor, because of age, you know, they want to know, neighbor, that they still hold some hold on the People's National Party going forward in terms of who the current leader is going to be, how the party will set its campaign and stuff like that, neighbor. They're basically setting themselves on a level where they're going to be so dominant in the PNP while they're outside of the politics for a very, very long time. They're owning the PNP right now, neighbor. Peter Bunting and Mark Golding, neighbor, is changing the whole philosophy, is changing the whole belief, is changing after pushing away all of the old guards and putting in new persons and changing the whole dynamics of the PNP. If you ask me if it's for the best of Jamaica in the best direction, neighbor, 3 election losses clearly showed us, neighbor, that it is not in the best interest of Jamaica. And the infighting that is to come show it is not in the best interest of the party neither. So look out, neighbor, for what to come. A lot to come.
All right. Do you suspect, Scratchy, that this has anything to do with probably the leadership challenge expected in September, where Vaz may be pulling away to go on the ground to get sounding and all of that? The politics of it, Scratchy, because you know that in politics, every move has something to do that is not meeting the public's eye.
I think, neighbor, that I think Mark and the PNP, neighbor, in terms of the leadership, neighbor, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, David Campbell, neighbor, I think they are not confident, neighbor, in terms of having a real understanding of whether the leader will be challenged or not. They don't know any about the leader will be challenged or not, but they got the feeling that yes, someone might be planning, something might be plotting. I am of the belief, neighbor, that persons within the PNP who I know have certain aspirations and want to be leader, neighbor, I think they're going to challenge. And neighbor, if the PNP have any political sense, I know the politics of Jamaica, neighbor, the best time to challenge for the leadership is right now.
Yes, because you couldn't do that with the local government elections likely to be held next year or the previous year, and then right after, by year 3, you know, Scratchy, the general elections campaign start.
Exactly. So it will be stupid and dumb because you won't be able to repair the party within such a short period of time. And the government now can call us now a quick election.
Right. And once your position seems to be in tatters, the government can just call a snap.
So I am of the belief, neighbor, that Mark Golding, neighbor, I think a challenge is coming, neighbor. I think someone is underground drumming up some form of support, neighbor. I think Mark Golding and him team, neighbor, they're hearing these arguments.
I think so too.
You know? Yes, I think they're hearing these arguments, neighbor, and I think something is to come. I think there is something that is going to come, neighbor, and I will love to see it.
All right. We have a caller there. Caroline. Good evening to you.
Yes,
left it to last because in lane 5 is one of the great Polish heroines, Eva Swoboda, European indoor champion. Posters everywhere, massive posters of her everywhere across the city.
Go ahead, Ascot. Hi. Hello. Hello, Alcott.
Yeah, bro.
Hi.
Never know me in a box. Evening, never know me in a box.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. No, I said I didn't know that I was in the box. I was just getting ready to go to church. I didn't know I was in the box.
Oh, what church you attend, man?
Yeah.
What church you attend?
Yeah, Temple.
Faith Temple.
Yeah.
Well, brother, it's 10 minutes to 9 o'clock, you know. You just go to church? Late?
Yeah, man. Church, so, yeah, man. Our service, them time.
Okay, well, praise God, sir. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, man. So, I said, but when I have some time, then I pass through, man.
No problem, man.
Yeah, man. I want to have some Bible study. I have to know the Bible.
Oh, what you studying tonight?
I don't know yet, but when I reach, yeah, we see what they have put upon the agenda.
Yes. Okay.
Because sometimes you read the Bible and you're not really understand it, so you can get some understanding from the expert.
Yes. Well, best wishes, sir. Pray for us. You're in Canada. You're in Canada.
Church today, I'm pray for the Prime Minister. Yeah, man.
You pray for the Prime Minister, sir?
Pray for the Prime Minister. Yeah, man, and the opposition leader. Pray for the opposition leader to stop the lion.
Hold on. Him is hold on. You might tell lie, sir?
One of the biggest players in Jamaica.
What you say to me? I didn't know that.
Then
Then hold on there to me now, sir. Use a man of prayer.
Yes, man.
Then hold on there. If you say you are praying for him to stop the lie, then why I'm still at the lie? Why?
No, today I first appear
So we should expect that there is going to be a change.
We should expect a different Mark Golding coming at the next few months.
All right. So you are saying to me that you are in prayer for Golding to desist from lying. You started praying.
Telling lies and bad mind. Bad mind the Prime Minister.
Now,
yeah.
if you mind, sir, would you mind sharing with us that prayer that you prayed? Would you mind?
No, I can ask the Lord today.
Yes, but you could pray for him here. You could.
No. Because I will leave a prayer. I will leave a thing to say no. Because somebody pray and say no. Wish him never win a seat.
You wish you pray that he never wins a seat.
A seat, yes.
Oh my God. Oh, what did you say to me?
And yes, I will leave a thing to pray. I pray that Sandra.
No. Leave her out of it.
Sandra,
leave Sandra out of it.
Okay, all right.
Leave Sandra out of it, you know, sir. We mustn't bring in people's family into the politics. The politics is must stay out of people.
I believe in that, neighbor, but they don't believe in that.
Well, don't go low like them, sir. Don't go low. Politics must be about policies, you know, sir. Politics must be about ideas. It is ideas that must compete and win. And we must get Jamaicans to understand that politics don't have nothing to do with your wife and who you're there with and who you sleep with. Once you don't do it to affect and offend anybody.
You know that the unit wellness as the speaker of the house is not true she's black or true she's a woman.
Yes.
It's just because she's the wife of the Prime Minister.
Yes, I accept that. And what a fine lady, sir. What a fine woman.
What you're saying to me, one of the best, trust me.
Oh, she's a lovely girl.
You didn't know say Juliet Wellness and Andrew Wellness. The people, the young girls and the young man of Jamaica can inundate those two persons.
As a power couple, I agree with you. Sir.
Yes. I'm based on where they're coming from.
Yes, sir. From the belly of the people, sir.
Yeah, they're not coming from any rich background.
Yes.
Stuff like that. But they take the education serious, and that's what carry them through.
Yes.
To make them where they had at this moment. Because she's a brilliant woman, you know.
Oh yes. And she's very
brilliant.
Very nice lady, sir. Very nice lady. And you get a lovely wife. Lovely woman.
Yes.
Nice girl.
Trust me, I love her, man.
You think are you alone, sir? You think are you alone? Andrew?
just
Well, you have a nice you have a nice wife. Mm-hmm.
neighbor.
Say that again.
She come to work more already, and I hug her up.
You hug her, sir? You get a hug off of her?
Give me a hug, and I don't beat for 3 days.
You did not. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't
Miss
beat
Holness,
for 3 days.
Miss Holness hug you up and you not beard.
3 days.
Hold on. What you say happened to you now? Miss Holness hug you up
Yes.
and you don't beard?
I don't bathe for 3 days. He hugged me up the Friday night, and I didn't bathe until the Monday morning when I was going to work.
Be careful, you know, sir. You live with a woman?
Yes, man.
Then how you manage?
We just, we just lock off the week. I mean, to preserve Mrs. Wellness.
Mrs. Holness, I hope you're listening. The man say you hug her up and she not be it for 3 days.
Oh gosh.
Mrs. Wellness, I Sunday and you come to church, my group.
You're no Rasta. You're not a Rasta man, sir.
No.
You know, say one man say in Jamaica say Rasta man no love beard.
No, I start saying no like beard.
Wait, no. yes. Yeah, he never say Rasta man, he say him. I wonder if Miss Holness hug him up. I wonder how long it'll take him to beard. About a year?
No man, Isaac, yes, because them have which them have which say Miss Wellness my own Isaac.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, you're joking though when you say that you didn't bathe for 3 days. You're joking, not true?
I can't joke about that, but Miss Wellness a star in a man.
Oh my God. Well, I wonder if Harry, because our analyst Harry, sir, was at Belmont Road on Thursday, and I see him hugging up Miss Holness. Harry, I wonder if Harry beard yet. Harry, you beard? I wonder if Harry beard. Sir, I need to check with him. Producer, check with Harry, because I don't see him here. Maybe he's starstruck. Yeah. No. But seriously, sir, she's a beautiful, very, very attractive, lovely, intelligent woman. Star, the girl a star, man.
This month is their birth month,
Uh-huh.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Wellness and Joe. I think Mark Wellness birthday.
But I'm bang on 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to run. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, man, scratchy.
Respect. And may I beg you the truth, sir. May I beg you. You can, by the way, you hold on this up. You know gone yet?
No.
Say somebody take with me YouTube channel. You can't pray for them for me.
Yes, somebody the original YouTube channel.
Yes, you can pray. One prayer.
Wow, I need about a prayer they go hard.
What would you pray? What would you pray?
I just have prayer. We don't pray about prayers later. I would pray.
But you prayed for that goal enough to win one seat. Pray that not even one subscriber go on that channel. You can't pray that prayer when you go to church tonight.
Don't pray, we just have a Bible study.
Oh gosh.
Oh God.
Oh gosh.
Bye bye.
You love a foolish this
Joke better quarrel, sir.
Yeah, most definitely, when you laugh, that's why baby you look so forever you get
that. Well, that the girls them not say so, sir. Them tell me say me not go on with nothing.
Yeah.
And when me forget, when me drink. When me drink.
A lot of water, exercise, nothing else.
You have to go pray one prayer for me, sir, because boy, things not go on for me. You have to go pray one prayer for me, not go on.
No, I mean, not go on but when I think what pastors they are church today,
yes.
as long as the Almighty not take you out yet, you know.
Yes.
You're still in the irony. You're still in the irony.
Soft out, sir. Not go on to me. Soft out.
So, as well, the whole of folks, that's it. Where there is life, there is hope.
Yeah. Well.
One of dead, not dash way.
I don't know about dead, but dash way already. Take care of yourself. Big up.
Oh gosh.
You will come back here.
Oh gosh.
All right, fantastic. We're 9 o'clock and great Sunday night. Hello, caller. Final call. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Neva, good evening.
Yes, how are you doing, sir? Have you subscribed to the new channel?
Not as yet, but I'm gonna do it, Charlie.
You have to do it tonight, okay?
Yes, sir. I enjoy the program. I'm here listening.
What about it you enjoy?
Yes, it's the factual thing that you talk about.
I see.
You know, I like to listen conscious argument.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking forward. Whenever I'm scrolling and click on you, I can assure that I'm gonna hear something.
Yes, sir. I'm going to tell you the truth. There is an article in the Gleaner today that says that the Prime Minister is in a quagmire. I am going to do a podcast on that right after this program and show why that is a flawed argument, sir. The Prime Minister is in no quagmire. But I'm going to do that on my YouTube channel. So those of you who are on YouTube, join me at about just after 9 o'clock. And if you don't catch me live, then you can go and watch it. I'm going to show that that's a rubbish argument, so nothing go so.
Yes, not like that. I think the Prime Minister is doing a good job.
Yes, sir. And you know, sir, there seems to be an attempt by the Gleaner. You see this TCN disinformation is the Gleaner cause it,
Yes.
The Gleaner with their deportee deal. And someone bought a copy of the Gleaner today, and I looked through it. And I must tell you, I was disappointed because clearly the Gleaner is not getting a lot of advertisement.
Yes.
I think the Sunday Gleaner is about $250 or a little bit more than that. But when I look through the Gleaner, and the quality of the pictures was poor. Clearly, the Gleaner needs some investment and some new printing. But if the Gleaner continues to behave like this, them are going in a problem. So, what quagmire is the Gleaner saying that and the Gleaner publish it up on their Facebook page, but the Prime Minister is in a quagmire? Well, I'm going to show that that's rubbish. No quagmire. That's rubbish.
Yes, I know you're gonna elaborate on that. But I want to say something to you. You see, some of the MP them were the Prime Minister. I think some of the MP there. I think some of them is carrying too much dead weight behind the Prime Minister.
Oh no! Hold on. By the way, we have 86 people watching now on the producer. What's the name of the channel?
What is it again?
Politics Matter JA.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes. The name of it is Politics Matter JA, and we're asking all our listeners to go over and subscribe, and we're also asking you kindly to unsubscribe from the one that was stolen from us.
But moderator, we have 86 people up there. That's great, moderator. Producer.
We have the best listeners, Neighbor.
Oh, that's lovely. Can you imagine? We are just the second night and we already have 86. Do that and beat me. Do that and beat me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Neighbor, as I was saying, I'm not going to stay along with it because I love to hear different people
Well, we're closing out on TikTok now.
But there's a place in Clarendon. I'm originally from Clarendon, but I'm in the US now. I'm on the farmer program.
Oh,
But there's a place in Clarendon named Penance.
Penance.
Yes. And Morgan Spars.
Oh.
But from the hurricane blow, the river came down and took a piece of the road with it out by Penance.
Yes.
And it's a very dangerous place, neighbor. If you don't know the road, if somebody don't know the road and two vehicles drive and meet up right there, it's a fact one of them going to go over in the river. And I don't see they put up any caution tape there. And just like round from Penance to go Morgan Spars, them fix in the one part in the middle and leave one part to go out to the main road and at the new bridge. So the other night when a person was going up by Prospect, so you have to slow down in those bad road because it's bad and it don't even be a chain long. But the patrol is so deep and there's a gunman come out and hold them up right there because you have to slow down.
Oh, sorry about that.
Have to.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
have to slow down. And come out and rob the people and fire shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the carman come buck up on it and they just drive through the patrol same way.
Yeah.
Very bad patrol I'm telling you about. So I would like Mr. Robert Morgan, because it's his constituency and the councillor is Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's listening to you, sir. They're listening to you.
to that.
Pay attention to
Yeah.
it. Yeah. They are hearing you, sir. Mr. Morgan listens to this program. He probably will hear that. Oh, wait. After run you here, sir?
Yeah, man. God bless you, man. And I will listen to you.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
Well, you have to go over to YouTube.
Come on, God. Yes, I'm going to go over to YouTube.
The Politics Matter JA, WOO7. Thank you so much for that gift. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Thank you so much.
I'm going to have to run. It is TikTok. As I said, I'm going to be coming back to deal with the matter of the quagmire that they said the Prime Minister is in. I'm going to be doing that on the YouTube channel. At about 9:15, I'll come back to YouTube. So
Neighbor, I'm asking all the listeners to go over to the YouTube channel so we can subscribe. So since we're going to be live on YouTube at 9:15,
yes,
we're asking everyone to join us over there at Politics Matter JA.
Politics Matter JA. Yeah, great. Thank you so much, YouTube. I'll be back at it's 8 minutes now after 9 o'clock. I'll be back live on YouTube at 9:15. I'm going to be dealing with this matter concerning the Prime Minister and the quagmire that the Gleaner is suggesting that the Prime Minister is in. So 9:15 on YouTube. You have to log on and share. I want to do that as a separate podcast. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We have 95 people watching. You are great. You are the best, and I totally appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Catch you in a few minutes' time. Bye-bye. All right. So TikTok. Thank you so